waiting and waiting. And here we go. The go-ahead is given. He goes nice and high. Very well taken there from Diggers. A team that has been ravaged by injuries thus far this season. But that won't matter. There's a quick tap and go. Very quick start to the game. Just having a little look at the Diggers lineup. Richard Graaf in the loosehead position, moving from the hooker position to that position where he's currently finding himself. Yaku Rollins, first start of the season in the hooker position, and Joe Short in the lock position in the number 5 shirt, making a return to the second row. But here come Diggers pushing towards that line. Penalty given for the Diggers. Offside call there from the referee. Early mistake there from the Phantom Knights. Just a look at their lineup. Ludiwe in the hooker position. Mzingizi Upa, as he is otherwise known as, in the tight head position. Do look out for the likes of the brothers Farin Koopman and Geraldo Koopman. These two will probably seek to form some combinations at scrum time. In the midfield, 12 and 13. Tabisu Mulefe and Gareth Koopman, the third of the brothers, finding himself in that midfield combination. Early line-out opportunity here for the Diggers. Very well recovered, very well taken down, and now they push towards that trial in a tank-like formation. Really taking no prisoners early on. It just seems like a matter of time before they get onto the scoreboard. Phantom Knights managing to keep the score scoreless still. But there it is. Early try for the Diggers. I beg your pardon. Referee not quite indicating a try there. A little bit of a difficult position in the commentary booth here today to see exactly what's going on. But the Diggers go quickly, and it comes to the 8th man, Stefan. Well, held up short there from the Phantom Knights, but yet again it's another costly penalty that they give away to the Diggers. Steven Matthijser getting really close there, getting a little bit of a taste of the ball in attacking positions. If you're just indicating there that he wasn't quite releasing the tackler, but we kick on. Fantastic start from Diggers in the opening stage. Loose ball there, finds itself with Richard Graaf, who makes a dart towards that line. Comes now to flanker Shay Hipner. He'll be looking to be all over the show here this afternoon. Comes to the fluff. Diggers looking to play hands now, sucking in that defense early on. Now looking to use their back line whenever they can. They've got some numbers on the outside. It does go to hand. Little dummy run there. Comes back into traffic. Well met in defense there from Phantom Knights. Defending in numbers. Referee just against the ropes here. But Diggers, as I mentioned before, a side that came off last week, ravaged by injuries, will be looking to get back to winning ways as soon as possible here in the southern side of Johannesburg in this chilly Saturday afternoon. Phantom Knights now with the line out. Little bit of a messy line out there. Creeps over the dead ball line. Phantom Knights really struggling to get any foothold in the game whatsoever thus far. An dealing with what they have to offer thus far. But diggers will be taking their time, measured in their approach, and being patient in those attacking areas and making no costly errors when the try line is beckoning. Van Wyk with ball in hand here, just waiting for the referee to set the scrum and get us going yet again for what seems to be the second scrum of this encounter. Van Wyk goes back in field, recycled there nicely for the diggers. It comes to Van Wyk yet again. Dylan Van Wyk, that is Southern's boy. Little bit messy there at the breakdown point, but seems like the forward players want to get their hands on the ball whenever they can. There's a pick and go just short of the line yet again. Now with Arthur Jones. Slightly short of the line there, but now it comes to fly half. Long pass out wide to winger. John Walmer in defense there. Draws back into traffic when maybe the space was on the outside there. John Mabena silky winger, a winger with some pace underneath his feet, but a winger that was unfortunately stopped in his tracks in that specific instance. Just a break of play, player down, holding his head, medic in attendance as we can expect. Club rugby is certainly a physical kind of rugby. Medics most certainly required. Referee just indicating there with his hand that it was a head injury. quite a lengthy stoppage thus far. Referee just in dialogue, making sure that the player is okay. The player is indeed back on his feet, making his way back to the substitution bench. Diggers now, maybe with their momentum breaking just a little bit, they'll be looking to get on that scoreboard as soon as possible, get that early lead and consolidate from there, build the phases with their forward players, as we've seen. Fly half and Nick bad, opting to go for the line. Diggers maybe spotting a weakness in the Phantom Knights line out. We certainly saw that right on the other side of the field. But the Diggers now be looking to form some kind of wall and charge toward that line and charge towards that opening lead. Very well taken line out there, still in the air. Yaku Rollins comes back to Van Wyk. Now with Worthington, it's a sloppy pass. A pass that grants Phantom Knights with an opportunity. Some football skills and show Phantom Knights keep on pushing forward. But it's a fantastic defensive coverage from Mabena. Will I eat my words? Frantic start from both teams. Phantom Knights giving granting the opportunity and capitalizing on that opportunity, pushing Diggers straight back to their own half, traveling the length of the pitch. Quite an entertaining start here for the crowd in attendance. definitely licking his lips to get onto that ball. As I mentioned, centre partman Gareth Koopman on his left-hand side, but it's a very strong scrum there from Diggers. But it's Messi ball and the Phantom Knights managed to recover. It's a dummy run there. Diggers managed to hold him up. It's been very good work from Phantom Knights thus far, holding off the Diggers and now forming an attack of their own, going to the other side. Little step, offload there. Maybe not when required, but look at that very strong run. Ronaldo Koopman making a brave tackle there just at the 22-meter line, but the Diggers push forward, getting over that advantage line, dealing with that early onslaught. Score is still 0-0. Despite both sides flirting with that opening lead, referee calls an advantage in favour of the Phantom Knights. Ronaldo Koopman goes to 8th man. Farin Koopman, the brother in arms. Koopman yet again looking at some forward attacking pods. Goes to the tight head, little handoff there from Opa, as they call him here. Koopman just struggling to find the ball there, but it's Ludiwe, the loose head prop, taking it upon himself to gain some yards upfield. Referee granting a penalty in favour of the Phantom Knights side, the home side this afternoon. Southern Knights is their other. You'll be looking to the Diggers side. You'll be looking to impress his coach in that position. Does well there in the line out. Locked in action for you this afternoon in the white and different to the rest of the week's forecast, but maybe weather that suits an encounter such as this one. Diggers now eager to respond, sending one man over to the other side. That is Stian van Dijk. Partnering up there with Nicky Baer on the right-hand side. As we can see, they're changing the scrum off position. Stephen Matthijster putting the ball in as eighth man just darts around the backfield. Gets take advantage and recycle very well. Yet again, it's another pick and go. Author Joe certainly a strategy that they turn to a lot. But Richard Graaf opts to go for a run here, does the big man. Just short of the 22-meter line. It comes to the fullback, little chip there, and it's a chip and chase, and it's on. What a lovely bounce that is! Toss it down, and the Diggers are on the scoreboard. one has to say a lucky bounce, but you make your own luck in a game like this. Fantastic start from the fly half there, Louis Snyman, granting Nick Kubert with a relatively easy kick right in front of poles, just with a bit of an angle to the left, but one that most certainly suits the right footer. Nicky Bad just eyeing up his target there. Phantom Knights making his life a little bit more difficult. Wayward kick from Nicky Bad, certainly one that he'll be disappointed with, but that doesn't take away from the fantastic try scored there from Louis Snyman. Maybe we'll be looking to get on the tee himself if he converts again. But the fullback most certainly looks lively and took advantage of a lackluster and a Phantom Knights defense slightly on their heels there. Diggers take the lead here, 5-3 in this encounter. Phantom Knights kicking off from left to right. Well gathered there from Diggers. Right on the 22-meter line, charging forward now past that 22-meter line. Arthur Jones and Yaku Rollins making a really impressive start for the men in white this afternoon. Phantom Knights, or the Southern Knights, the home side today, also known as the Cavalry. The Cavalry maybe not here entirely, but one that'll certainly come as the game progresses, one can imagine. Dylan van Wyk finding himself at the scrum time quite a bit. Referee not quite happy with the scrum there. Maybe needs to set a little bit earlier, make sure that they are set before they engage. But eager to show who the stronger forward pack is. Inserted there from Van Wyk. Now goes to Hubert. Kick upfield. Looks to find touch. Or maybe a little bit of a cross field kick attempt there. Not quite coming off there for the man in the white and navy. I do have to mention that the Diggers now call Randburg their home after also being quite comfortable in the surroundings that they found themselves in. Their former home has been here in the southern parts of Gauteng, but now the travelling side all the way from Randburg. Short line out taken there from the Phantom Knights. Decent start from this team. I was in the changing room just before kickoff, and they certainly look up for a challenge. Costly error there from scrum off Geraldo Koopman. Just taking his eyes off the ball, eyes concentrating on his fullback there, Luce, who's waiting for the ball, maybe spotting a gap. Koopman a bit too eager, a bit too eager to get the ball going from hand to hand. It's most certainly been a lively start. A start maybe riddled with some errors, but a start that has certainly produced some moments of magic. One just needs to look at Louis Snyman. Dylan Van Wyk inserting at scrum time. This time a better scrum for the Phantom Knights. Goes to the blind side. He's got the wing option out wide. Step inside, evades one. Very good work there from the winger. Offload. Yet again opting for the offload as Diggers not quite proving to be of good effect. A little bit messy, but the Diggers managed to recover and recycle and they managed to defend the wider areas to good effect thus far. But in the meantime, Mzingizi, Opa, just waiting for the call there from the referee to insert the ball into the line out. Goes to the tail of the line out, the hinge area, and it's a turnover ball. Diggers push forward. It now comes to flanker. Share. Hintna. Turnover ball yet again for the Phantom Knights. A counter-attack is indeed on. He kicks it towards the try line, but a very good show of pace there from the recovery winger, John Mabena. John Mabena still with the ball. Now looking to attack, passing out wide, goes to his opposite number there, handoff there, Paledi Nakeng, just being forced to wait in a tackle there by Ricky Sumarez. Good handoff there from the youngster, keeping the lock at bay. Diggers still decide to go. Wayward pass there to Nick Hubert, but the referee does call them back. Just joining us now, ladies and gentlemen, the score is currently 3-5 in favour of the men from Randburg, the Diggers. The Knights started on the back foot. Made their way all the way to the other side of the field and converted a sumptuous penalty off the boot of Ralushe. But thanks to a piece of brilliance from Louis Snyman, the score is now 5-3 to the Diggers. An entertaining game thus far. One sheets. Wait for half time for that. Van Wyk. Yet again at scrum time. Hubert eager to get his hands on the ball just off the bounce there. Now it comes all the way to the winger. Mabena, who kicks it forward. Finds touch upfield there for the Diggers. Decent pressure there from Phantom Knights in the midfield, not allowing Diggers to get in behind as they did with Louis Snyman before. Diggers having to work to manufacture some spaces, especially in the wider areas. No pass option available. Maybe the kicking game is one to turn to. Territory vitally crucial in a game like this, where the weather might not be playing along. Opa goes in. Koopman finds his partner in crime there, Ralushe. Very strong run there, ball under arm, head down, strong carry from the fly half. As you can see, the coaching staff there on the sidelines from the Phantom Knights barking out orders. Maybe frustrated with the scoreline and the early errors thus far from Phantom Knights, but despite all that, they only find themselves 2 points down with still so much time to go. There is most certainly a contrast between these two teams. Phantom Knights being established back in 2015, and the Diggers all the way back in the 80s, and forming that merge with Randburg Rugby Club in 1992. So both teams relatively well established in the Golden Lions Rugby Union League. Comes to Ralushe, goes to the hooker, the Dewey. Koopman having to dig for that ball. Being forced to go into that breakdown area. Ludiwe goes again. The hooker being involved. yet again. Medic calls for. Strong start from both teams. A physical start from both teams. But that's, I think, where it has stopped. We've only seen one piece of brilliance from Snyman. But now perhaps another clever strategic move from the Phantom Knights. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen, for the brief interruption there. But we are straight back into the thick of things. The score, however, remains the same as what it was at the end of the first half. The Knights still in the lead with that slender point advantage against the men from Randburg. If you are just joining us now, welcome to SEI's live coverage of this encounter between the Diggers and the Phantom Knights, live from Mondial High School in the southern parts of Johannesburg. A very good run there from Steon van Dijk, a winning runner throughout this encounter thus far. A strong carry of the ball in that center position. Referee clearly just indicating there that Steon van Zyl was not being released in the tackle there. Louis Snyman now with the ball, looking to punt downfield and replicate his exploits in the first half. Impressive try scored by the youngster in the first half, so he'll be looking to add to his tally of tries as well as that of the Diggers team. Line out opportunity here for the Diggers side. The men in the white and blue. Well stolen there from the Phantom Knights. Koopman being forced to scramble. Phantom Knights need to find and outsource, and they do exactly that in the form of Ralushe. It comes to Sumares with a little step, evades the fly half, evades another. Exceptional run there from the winger. Live wire start from him in the second half. Brett Crow, fullback from last week. It comes to Louis Snyman, who just knocks it on there when the free run was available into the try. Koopman just inserting himself in the face of the fullback there, making his task that little bit more challenging. Diggers now with yet again another scrummage opportunity in the form of Dylan van Wyk. He just needs to wait for the go-ahead from the referee. We've seen a countless amount of scrums in this encounter thus far. Diggers most certainly the stronger of the forward packs, but Phantom Knights proving to be the smarter and the more cunning in their approach this afternoon. Phantom Knights with a quick tap and go there. The referee just stating that the penalty is not for you, it's for the Diggers now with a quick tap and go. Pass out wide to the substitute there, who loses the ball in contact. Good scrambling work there from Phantom Knights with their back against the ropes, managing to come up with some answers. Substitute scrum off there, ball in hand, just in dialogue there with his eighth man, Farin Koopman, one of three brothers here this afternoon. So do look out for him when the loose scrum opportunity is available. Phantom Knights go in and are greeted by a massive scrum from the Diggers side, subsequently winning a penalty for all from all that. It's a case of now or never for Shane Hipner. Medic being called onto the field yet again. One does have to wonder if this is slightly strategic, just halting play for a couple of seconds, disrupting the momentum gathered by the Diggers side. but one can never be too sure, and a player's safety is paramount. The Knights here maintaining that slender advantage, but being forced to defend on their own try line and finding it really difficult to escape their own half. But they'll be certainly happy with their efforts thus far. Scoreboard is most certainly a reflection of that. Referee now calling for that scrum. Phantom Knights players almost seeming to want to avoid that scrum, but being forced right back into the thick of things, forced to stare down their opposite number before engaging in one tight tussle at scrum time. Mzingizi Opa in the tight head, and Arthur Jones in the tight head for the Diggers side. The scrums have been really interesting throughout this encounter. This time a push from the Phantom Knights team. Penalty still goes in the favor of Diggers. Not quite scrumming uniformly and straightly does the Phantom Knights, but the Diggers still have the ball with Joe Short, who pushes forward. Referee deciding if he's over. Diggers go out wide. Little dart back in field, reaches for the line, and it's try time. Exceptional work there from the Diggers team, coming from behind. And it's Arthur Jones who gets on the scoreboard for the men from Randburg. Saw a slight gap there in the defense, reached for it, and gained all the rewards. Louis Snyman now with a tight kick on the 22-meter line with a tough angle to negotiate. But one does have to imagine that if you can pull off a sublime try like he did in the first half, this is no real challenge. Louis Snyman bends it in the post. Lovely kick from the fullback there. Most certainly has quite a sublime right boot. The Diggers now with a 12-6 advantage in the second half. If you are just joining us, ladies and gentlemen, Equipment now waiting to get us on the road yet again. Looking to find eighth man from the kickoff there in the form of Farin Koopman, but instead finds Tristan Smith. Really good run from the youngster there. It goes to the substitute scrum off now. Joe Short. Scrum off, taking out the big man there in the midfield, putting his body on the line, making such a great tackle. Little show and go there from the Shea Hibner. Kruger darting back in field. Maybe a little bit too upright in contact there. Effects most certainly felt there, especially from the Phantom Knights team. High tackle indicated, yellow card indicated, and Dylan van Nieuwenhuizen is off. This most certainly grants a real opportunity for Diggers to add to their lead and potentially, I beg your pardon, but dig the graves of the Phantom Knights side, but only time will tell. Phantom Knights, the home side now, fighting a real uphill battle. And as soon as I say that, Louis Snyman with a fabulous kick right in the corner of the field. You can see high fives, low fives, all the way around for the fullback. Certainly one that has put on quite a display this afternoon, irrespective of the not quite ideal weather conditions. Arthur Jones goes in, finds Van Wyk. Little show and go from the outside centre there does Brett Crow. Still on his feet, Brett Crow pushing for his opening try and the third try of the Diggers. Van Wyk, Arthur Jones. Well held up there from the Phantom Knights, defending valiantly. Now comes to the tight loose head pop, I beg your pardon, Graaf. And it's yet again another turnover ball for the Phantom Knights. Really good work there at the breakdown area from the men in black and red. Now looking to run from their own half. Not looking to kick out. Looking to use some substitute forward players. Lovely offload that is from the back of their hand. Head down. Pumping of legs. Phantom Knights pushing forward now. Getting a real surge of inspiration from the home crowd. Phantom Knights securing the ball nicely there with Opa and Paledi Nakeng. Substitute fly half finds Ralushe. Little green boot, it's a grubber there. Quite a clear late tackle. And the referee does indicate that, reaches for his pocket, and for the second time sends a player packing, sends him off to the sin bin, but this time it is a Diggers player, Tristan Smith, giving his marching orders. And yet again we are even, ladies and gentlemen, in terms of members on the field, but not in terms of the scoreboard. The Knights still managing, or still trying to manage a deficit in the scoreline. We've seen Koopman in constant negotiation with his forward pack on what is required for a potential comeback victory. Hukum Zingizi Opa. Strong run from the hooker there. Substitute scrum off, finds the open side flanker Gustav de Vos. A player that has made himself comfortable there in that flanker position is Gustav de Vos. But now it's Diggers' ball, and it's a little box kick looking to turn that Phantom Knights defense inside out, but it's Koopman who recovers for his side, offloads there to his winger. Eventually taken out there was Donatello Reiters. Steven Matthijser. Ball under the arm. Referee always taking his time here, whether it be at lineouts or scrum time. Diggers now with a decent lead here in the second half, 6-point gap. We'll be looking maybe to put that Phantom Knights fight to bed. Well taken there by Damon Kruger. Very well maul formed there. Shea Hittner just trying to manage and direct the maul, but Van Wyk decides to go on his own and finds the outside centre, Brett Crow. And it's turnover ball yet again for the Phantom Knights. It's a fullback, little kick forward. A little bit dangerous there, opting to go for what football fans may call the sliding tackle, but not quite proving to come off there from the Phantom Knights. Quite ambitious there from the Phantom Knights fullback, but the Diggers scramble there at the back, push up field and gain some valuable yards upfield. A very good kick there by Nick Hubert. We've seen a couple Phantom Knights players going down to injury throughout this game. As I mentioned, the weather a little bit cold, not quite ideal. Muscles quite stiff and tense. Easy conditions to pick up an injury, that is for sure. Line out instructions given there from the Phantom Knights coaching staff. Combination of coaches, uncles, parents. Real family setup is the Phantom Knights, and they go short and they recycle the ball well. There does Ludiwe. Now the scrum off substitute finds Sondile Ndaba. Ralushe not opting to go with the boot this time. This time opts to go for that long pass. Koopman, some silky skills in the wider areas. Scrum off being forced to shift to the wider areas and maybe looking for something different in that wing position, but Kruger manages to recover the ball there for the Digger side. Phantom Knights get over. Referee just indicating that there was indeed a knockout from the Phantom Knights. The referee just delegating what is required from the front men at scrum time. Also in dialogue with Captain Sandile Ndaba. As the clock ticks on, the score remains the same. The Diggers with that 6-point advantage, with the weather getting increasingly miserable and more cold. Maybe with some rain expected, but we do most certainly hope that that does not influence the Rugby On show here this afternoon. And little show and go from the flanker there. Creative idea that was from the Diggers team. Execution not quite up to scratch. Shea Hipner now with Arthur Jones, a player that likes the pick and go option. You can see a number of players for Diggers on the breakdown area. The Diggers secure the ball nicely with Van Wyk, and it goes now to Brett Crow. Man in the scrum cap, man with the number 13 on his jersey. Van Wyk just looking for that pass, looking for that runner, looking for an angle. Referee just letting everyone know there that it was indeed a forward pass from Brett Crow. A man that has played in the outside centre position, but as I mentioned before, the Diggers used him in the fullback position in last week's loss against Randfontein Rugby Club. Phantom Knights players look slightly dejected because they've been subjected to the Diggers' onslaught the last couple of stages of play, but they take it quickly with the substitute 8th man. Little dummy there, evades one, escapes another, and it now comes to Mzigizi Opa. As soon as I mentioned Phantom Knights might be discouraged, they look to push forward, especially with their substitutes. A costly error there from the front man, making the lives of the Diggers players really easy. maybe a touch too eager to respond with a score of their own, when patience and precision is required when chasing a deficit like this in conditions such as this. Dylan van Wyk at the base of the scrum. Somewhere he's found himself quite often throughout this battle. And it's Van Wyk who goes out to Joe Short. Bedcrow still goes, he goes in his own, goes to the inside centre, and it's try time for Diggers. Back to front, from one to the other, all starting from Bedcrow, and beautifully finished off by Stian van Dijk. A player that most certainly deserves a try for his efforts throughout this encounter. Now takes the score to 17-6 in favor for the men from Randburg. Just a change in kicker here. Brett Crow opting to go for the kick by himself. Louis Snyman being forced to give his role to the assist there. Assist, I beg your pardon. A try that all started from the outside centre. Brett Crow now is the opportunity to convert, and he does exactly that. Straight in the middle, wonderful a kick from the outside centre. Really good passage of play from his perspective. Someone that has put a real shift in for his side here this afternoon. Takes the score to 19-6. The Knights side now really scrambling for some sort of an answer, but unfortunately it might be the knock-on errors and the errors in general, especially at the scrum area and line-out area, where they have fallen short today. But it's Joe Short yet again who offloads to Shea Hipner. The Diggers now growing into this game, getting it a little bit more comfortable. Back inside for Kruger, who loses the ball in contact there. Brett Crow really displaying some sulky hand skills here. A player that has most certainly gotten comfortable with the conditions here this afternoon. More comfortable than most of the players from the Phantom Knights side. As you can see there, hands on hips. Paledi Nakeng, Dylan, Niven Hazen, Gustav de Vos, Sandile Ndaba will be really scratching their heads and wondering what went wrong for them this afternoon. But credit where credit is due, and the Diggers have been absolutely physical and impeccable at the scrum time. Although they haven't won every single penalty on offer, they most certainly have pushed the Phantom Knights backwards and make their attentions felt. Referee always seeming to take his time when scrum time nears, and it's no different now. Not quite happy with that one. Diggers players there just engaging a touch too early for the referee's liking. Yet again another strong, solid scrum from Diggers. As you can see, all the forward pack on their backs, but here comes Van Wyk, who finds the substitute winger. Really good recovery there. Fantastic defensive tackle there from Donatello Reiters. The front row just making their way to the line-out area. Found themselves on their backs from that scrum. All three of them. Almost a comedy of errors at scrum time. The front row of the Phantom Knights have certainly found it difficult to deal with the physicality on show here. Maybe a kind of physicality that they aren't quite used to from this Diggers side. But the Diggers have most certainly built off the scrumming areas. Clear skew line out indicated there from the referee. Grants an opportunity straight back to Diggers now. Phantom Knights have most certainly dissipated and disappeared in the second half. The fight has almost disappeared underneath them. And just like that, from 6-5, the Diggers now with a 19-6 advantage. Substitute scrum off. Pointing at something there in the scrum. Maybe indicated exactly that. Referee says, just makes it clear to him that he is indeed the ref. And it's his decisions and voice that counts on the rugby field, not the one of the scrum off. Phantom Knights now looking to rectify that scrum. The front row of the Diggers, however, will be licking their lips. And it's a similar scrum to what we've been used to throughout this afternoon's encounter. And it's yet again Diggers ball with Van Wyk with a quick tap and go. Referee just tells him to go a little bit backwards. Brett Crow, I beg your pardon, Joe Short pushes forward and pushes some Phantom Knights players backwards. He's done that so often throughout. Comes back to Kruger. Just short of that line, inching closer towards that line. Van Wyk, Brett Crow. Looked to touch forward there, but the referee decides that they should play on. And he's over. Diggers add to their lead. And with a flurry of tries. Not quite, I beg your pardon, ladies and gentlemen. But here the Diggers come yet again. This time they were looking not to be denied, but they were denied. And Phantom Knights push forward. Somehow managing to recover the ball from all that. And it's yet again the Phantom Knights have broken. Roluche making a costly error there. John Mabena from the Diggers side, darting and spotting a space in the wider areas. It's Kruger again, inching past that halfway line. Home crowd finding their voices. Wayward pass here. Mabena yet again with a little chip and chase. Koopman in retreat. Does he manage to recover? Life certainly made difficult there for the Phantom Knights man. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. That is the ball game. And what an enthralling counter we've been spoiled to. The Knights came up well short, and the Diggers, rectifying last week's mistakes, have now come out trumps against the home side. And the Diggers, the men from Johannesburg, take it out 19 points to 6.
Jump up!